Hello guys, welcome to my channel, Shirakumi here. Today I'm going to tell you newly leaked information about Valorant's new anti-cheat. Before jumping on in this video, I highly recommend you watch the video I made about 9 things you missed on Viper's gameplay. I did a deep analysis that you will surely need because you're dying for new information and Riot Games aren't being very generous to us on the gameplays. Now let's get the main topic going. Valorant will have 3 key ingredients to its promising new anti-cheat: server authoritative gameplay, fog of war system, and lastly, Vanguard. Let's discuss it one by one, starting from server authoritative gameplay. What does server authoritative gameplay mean? This means that the server will take authority over clients. Cheaters will not be able to tweak and change the game scripts from the client side. Speed hacks, teleportation will not be a problem with this. The anti-cheat lead for Valorant, Arkan, has leaked interesting information about the anti-cheat of Valorant. Hi, I'm Arkan. I'm the anti-cheat lead for Valorant. I'm a programmer and information security person by trade. I've been on Valorant for longer than almost anyone else. Before this project, I worked in anti-cheat for League of Legends, and before that I worked in tech companies and government agencies doing security and programming stuff. He goes on to say, I think our anti-cheat is pretty good, but I'm biased. You guys will have to tell me what you think of it once you get to see it in action. You can clearly notice that the anti-cheat development team leader is being very confident about Valorant's anti-cheat. The second key ingredient to the promising new anti-cheat of Valorant is fog of war system. Mostly strategic board or mobile games have been using this system until now. Fog of war functionally removes opponents from existence until right before contact. This should prevent wall hacks, which use various methods to detect and identify the locations of enemies despite visual obstacles, from functioning properly. If you're wondering about how Riot will deal with stuttering and dips in performance where players would be frequently moving in and out of sight, I can give the following answer. Fog of War has no ongoing performance cost on the game client. Moment to moment it makes the client a little bit faster because less computation needs to be done for enemy agents. This is mostly evened out by the additional work done when an enemy comes out of Fog of War and the client needs to restart them. On the server, the Fog of War system has a fairly significant cost, calculating visibility for each player to each actor. But we spent a long time optimizing it to the point where the cost of the system is similar to the time we save by not sending network messages. He also added that Fog of War also applies to the minimap, so it will work against radar hacks. The only difference is that enemies that your allies can see are shown on the minimap, so the server will send you information about their position, though it won't fully reveal them from Fog of War. Fog of War system also works against sound hacks a little bit. The Fog of War system helps a little bit here, or at least how we made our footstep system interact with it. Most sounds influence whether or not the Fog of War system will apply to an enemy, but footsteps do not. The server can tell a client to play a footstep without giving more information away than the location of the footstep. This would allow a cheater to draw a marker in the world, but it wouldn't have correct information like animation pose or hitboxes. So while the design of the game helps here, the main line of defense for this kind of hack is Vanguard rather than Fog of War. He also says, I want to tell people that the Fog of War system is really cool and maybe I'll get to write a blog post about how we built it for y'all. This wraps up for Fog of War system. Now let's talk about Vanguard. Vanguard is responsible for aimbots and such. Riot has stated it will have consistently evolving detection methods. It will allow the company to swiftly ban hackers. This could be a hint that Vanguard might be some sort of artificial intelligence type of thing. Riot hasn't opened up Vanguard too much, but Arkham had the following thing to say. Vanguard's great too. Did you know we liked it so much that we commissioned a logo for it? Hopefully you'll get to see it soon. And lastly, he told us that there is one more thing that's more important than Fog of War or Vanguard or server authoritative gameplay. Really though, the secret to our anti-cheat isn't Fog of War, Vanguard or server authoritative gameplay. though these things are pretty great. The real secret to our anti-cheat is our belief that the security of the game is important and that to protect it we must invest in anti-cheat over the entire life of the game. This belief inspired us to build our anti-cheat tech, but it also shapes how we look to the future. We won't be finished at launch, that's just the beginning. If in the future we need new tactics, we'll devise them. If we need better tools, we'll build them. As hacks evolve, we'll evolve too. We believe this is the best way to ensure the integrity of the game. This answer is all that we need from the devs. They are fully committed to making the game as playable as possible. Patches after patches, the Valorant's anti-cheat will be stronger and stronger. If Valorant's anti-cheat is successful, I'm highly undoubted that many CSGO players will be migrating to Valorant. If you like this content, why not like the video? Comment down below, express your gratitude, and tap on that subscribe button and the bell icon. Comment down anything below and I'll reply. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time.